Hi, Gemini. Welcome. So, Gemini, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual messages and then I'm going to go into the love reading, you versus them. That will be in the second half. I'm time stamping this April because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when you're meant to hear it. Let's go ahead and get into it for my Geminis. Gemini, you have the card of Pluto, which does not really surprise me because I just went live the other day for the all zodiac sign and I kept getting this card, and I think it's because astrologically, as you guys know, I don't know how you couldn't know, there's an eclipse today. So it's a very transformative energy, right? It marks clearing of the slate, beginnings and new endings. This card also represents a renewal of your inner resources. It's a very motivational, like personal power type of energy, but it could also be very intense. It could be very unpredictable. So, just something to take note of. It's also Scorpio energy, and I also noticed I have Scorpio here at the bottom of the deck. Some of you could be connecting with Scorpio or have that in your birth chart, and or you may resonate with the reading I just did for Scorpio. It was the April reading. Check that out. That was posted last Friday. So let's get into it, Gemini, and see what can Gemini expect during this time period. What can Gemini expect? Ooh. All right, my nose itches. Okay. You have the card of the past / past lives. That card is always very interesting to me. The card of silence, ooh, patience, and conditioning. So I feel like what is being eclipsed out, Gemini, is the past, is holding on to the past, reminiscing about the past. You know, I'm talking about like leaving behind your baggage, right? So some of you have maybe carried that around with you or carried that burden around with you. Maybe you're referencing the past a lot or thinking about the past a lot. And I feel like with the astrological changes right now, that makes sense. But I also feel that there's a release around that energy, around that situation. I also love the card of silence and patience here together because this is talking about, you know, having that peacefulness in your life. And not everybody likes the word patience, right? Especially us air signs, we like everything to be quick and fast. But it's like everything in due timing, right? So if things feel a little bit at a standstill right now, just have patience because, you know, the harvest is coming, okay? So I gave this example in one of my lives. It equated to like when a farmer plants the seeds in the ground, he doesn't go outside the next day and dig them all up because they didn't grow. The farmer knows that there's a process to this and that time has to pass in order for him to reap the reward of the seeds to harvest, right? Well, manifestation is no different. We live in on the earthly plane where there is a delay, so to speak, between our thoughts becoming real things, physically manifesting. And that is purposeful, right? Because if you got everything you thought about right here, right now, you'd be in a lot of trouble. So there is a process to this where there's a time lapse that gives you time to addendum your desires, to rethink your desires before they become physical manifestations. And so I feel like you're in the space of that in between, you know, where a manifestation has already gained momentum and is already developing, but hasn't come to full peak or full fruition just yet. But it's almost like taking this approach, though, Gemini, of being patient and knowing that it's coming. Not patient in like an anxious, where is it kind of way, but more so in like a faith-based way. Like, I know it's coming, therefore I can enjoy my day, right? It's just like when a woman is pregnant, right? She knows the baby is coming. And so she already starts practicing for that manifestation because she's expectant of it, okay? And she also knows that time has to pass in order for the baby to come to full fruition. But that knowing aspect, that's just another example, right? It's having that knowing, like certainty, this is on its way. Not if it may happen, it is happening. And all I need to do is chill out. So I also have the card here of conditioning, Gemini, which talks about areas of your life that maybe you've conditioned yourself in a way that doesn't really serve you, doesn't really serve your purpose moving forward. And we'll take a look at what that means as well. All of a sudden, my dog started whining and I felt really nauseous all of a sudden. Do I need a snack or something? I don't know. My goodness. Sorry about that. And my weird scream. Okay, Gemini, let's see what else we have coming through for you. Two of Pentacles. What else for Gemini? I gotta say this too. I don't know if this resonates with you at all, but this has been in my head since I woke up, and I knew I was gonna be doing a reading, and I think it's Hozier is the name. Hozier, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's the song Take Me to Church. Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. Very interesting song. That song is actually about, it's an anti-religious kind of political song, actually, but also very catchy. But basically what he's talking about is how the church condemns people, and he's rebuking that. So very interesting. I don't know if some of you are looking at like traditional belief structures during this time frame and asking yourself, does this serve me in some way? I mean, you're on a tarot channel, but I find that people from all different beliefs still enjoy tarot. So I'm not speaking against anyone's specific section or religion or whatever, but they are like bringing that song to the surface. So some of you, it is like core beliefs also that are being eclipsed out of your life, or that you're deciding to change your mind about. So for some of you, I mean, that's kind of deep, right? For others of you, you have the Two of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Two of Cups. So I feel like there's a weighing out or something that is being contemplated in regards to relationships, or a specific relationship with the Two of Cups here. This is a soulmate relationship. And you can see all of the cards are consistent, right? There's like a back and forth, two options. Then here she's pouring out of two cups. And then here there's two cups. So either there's a weighing out of a decision in regards to a connection, and or some of you are going back and forth maybe between two different relationships, and they could be intimate relationships, but don't have to be. It could be a friend and a lover, or a friend and your mother, you know, name it. Just whatever resonates with you. But let's see what else this is about for Gemini. Three of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So things are coming together here for you, Gemini, even though there may be moments in time where you feel like left out, or that nothing's working out. It's just like, it's part of the process. That's what the original message was. So if you are looking at your current situation and you're looking at it through the lens of lack or what's not working out, it's because you're taking score too soon. There is a process here, and it may feel like a delay or a stagnation, but it is just part of the timing, right? And everything is working out for you. It's just like, can you enjoy the in-between time and trust that, Gemini? Can you trust that? Because if you cannot trust that things are working out for you, law of attraction is going to bring you more evidence that things are not working out for you. And it's going to make the timeline a lot longer than it needs to take for things to change and manifest. So this requires faith. It requires belief. It also requires patience. Again, not us air signs strong suit, but you know, it's a practice, right? Practice patience. So I do feel though that there is periods of immense satisfaction coming your way. You know, a lot of days where you may be feeling good and things are just kind of working out for you. And remember the good days when you bump into a bad day, because I do feel that with Pluto here, there's like this unpredictability within the energy. But overall, regardless of those little deviations, you look very stable. And it's like staying grounded will be very important for you during this time frame. And remember that I'm sorry. Remember that you've got this. But I had a song come through and it distracted me. She says, I don't know where the wind blows. I don't know where the wind blows. But it blows my way. Yeah, it blows my way. That's actually a really good song. And I should know the artist, but I cannot think of it at the moment. So let's see what else for Gemini. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. But it blows my way. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful energy here. So things look a little bit more stable as we go through the month. Because you're landing on the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups. So this is like an opportunity here. And you can see, you see how the Queen of Pentacles is holding the pentacle, and then the Page is here as well. So there's also an opportunity for an equal exchange here with another person. Okay, sometimes this talks about compromise, okay, and coming to a compromise with another party or another person. I feel a lot of love and emotion coming through, and I feel that in a positive sense. I also feel a lot of emotional support surrounding you, Gemini, and that could be in the form of family or friends, or like just people you really get along with, people you really jive with, an opportunity to come together or celebrate even. There may be some celebrations going on as well later on in the time frame, where it's just all about love and connecting back to your roots, and you know, getting into this space where you're feeling more comfortable with yourself and who you are. And it's just very beautiful. So I feel if there's been back and forth here, in particular when it comes to the love arena of your life or relationships, I feel that landing on a more solid ground as we go throughout the month. And then there's an opportunity for things to grow and develop in a really beautiful way. So things are coming together for you, Gemini. That's why I said, don't take score too soon. Don't take score too soon. So let's see what else. What is the advice? And then we'll go to the love reading. It says, should I leave or should I stay? Card number 42. It is very empowering to discover that your patterns of thought do not have to follow your current situation, and therefore your current situation on all subjects can change. We do not recommend taking the physical action of leaving a relationship without deliberately coming into thought alignment with the new desires that have been born out of your current relationship. And then whether you stay in this relationship or move on to another, you can have exactly what you desire. Wow, really interesting card. Take it as it resonates. Let's jump to the love portion of the reading now and see what else we have coming through. Stay right there. I'll see you in just a minute. Welcome back. All right, now we're going to go into the love reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You can reverse the roles as well. Yes, this is usually about an intimate partner, but not always. Sometimes it could be about a family member, a friend, a coworker, you name it. Keep an open mind. And let's get into it. So Gemini, the cards already flew out. This is your energy. showing up as the card of success. Yay. And then the person you're connecting with has the card of experiencing and aloneness. So it sounds exactly like it sounds. I feel like during this time frame, you may be very attractive, very successful, or successful in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish during this time frame. It's a very magnetic energy. This person might be experiencing aloneness. They may be wanting time alone, or maybe they're just feeling alone. They're needing new experiences in their life anyways. So I feel like whatever they have going on, it's kind of motivating them or catapulting them into seeing the potentials and doing things differently, or experiencing things differently, or opening them up to the idea of having a new experience. So let's see, Gemini. What else? What else? We're going to look at the recent past. Then we're going to look at how you both view each other, how you feel about each other, and most likely outcome. Recent past. 10 of Wands. I still have that song in my head. Take me to church. I'm a begging for the good times. My love is the sunshine. What you got in the stable? I'm not even sure if that's the right words, but yeah. Anyways, recent past for you, Gemini. 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. I definitely feel like, you know, you feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world, or that things just feel heavy and burdensome. And this could be what the spiritual reading was talking about as far as laying down your burdens from the past. Because I do feel that there's been a struggle here, and it's caused you to go into like protective mode or defensive mode, you know, where you're just not going to let anybody in your space or in your heart space. You know, it's almost like putting you in this place where you got to weigh things out and decide if, you know, you're going to allow somebody in your private space or in your heart space here. It's almost like, you know, taking this approach of if you know, if you meet the standard, I'll consider allowing you in my space, like type of vibe. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, be discerning, right? That's the word I would use. There's a very discerning energy here, very carefully considering things. And I feel also definitely the word privacy, or wanting your privacy, as being like something that was important to you. So let's see, like not letting other people see your private life, or I don't know, I'm just getting the word privacy, so take it or leave it. Let's see this person's recent past. The Ace of Swords, the World, and the Star. So this person's had some sort of karmic completion here. You know, they have asked for clarity and they received it. So I feel like this person has had some sort of epiphany or download that is helping them to attain something they've really been wanting. They also have the Star here, which is like a wish being fulfilled or a wish granted. So it's almost like this person has luck on their side, or you know, their thoughts are manifesting quite easily during this time frame, where it's like, I just thought about that and now I have it, you know, like, or I just thought about you and then you called me. So there's some like weird intrinsic like energy going on with this person, and it's very positive. Okay, this is in the recent past, but it's also giving them clarity. So let's see what else here, Gemini. Recent, or not recent, in the now, how do you see each other? How does Gemini view this person when they think of them? the Moon, the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So Gemini, a lot of deep emotion showing up when it comes to the connection. It just gets you fired up though, mostly. You know, I feel like you see this person as either a spitfire or somebody who spits fire, really. There's two ways I can read this. This could be very inspirational and motivational, but on the flip side of that, this could be a very temperamental, inconsistent, impulsive type of energy. So take whichever one's resonating with you as to how you see this person. Or they could be a little bit of both. You know, like sometimes, yeah, they're exciting, they're fun, but they're also really inconsistent and not reliable. So it, you know, it just depends like what kind of experience that you want to have, Gemini, as to whether you find this attractive or not. I do get a sense of a physical attraction if this is an intimate connection, but I feel honestly it goes a little bit deeper than that. So I do feel there's genuine emotion here despite this person's inconsistencies. So let's see how they see you, Gemini. Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords. Jeez Louise. Well, they know that you've been through a lot and they find you very interesting. Some of them want to clear out the negative karma around the connection. Some of you may have also had an ending with this person, but take it as it resonates. It could also just represent, like I said, a clearing out of the energy. They view you as successful, you know, fun to be with, fun to be around. You stimulate this person's mind as well, but they also feel like they're always kind of walking on a tightrope with you, or that, you know, that's a very interesting message, right? Like maybe they feel they cannot be comfortable or cannot get comfortable with you because there's always something new, right? So it's funny because you see this person as somewhat inconsistent and they see you as a challenge, I mean, and a prize, but also as a challenge. So let's see what's going on underneath the surface in the heart space. How do you feel? How do you genuinely feel about this person for Gemini? No cards. The Fool, the Three of Wands. So the first thing I got is you would give this a chance, okay? Or if you had an ending, you would give it a second chance, I feel. For others of you, this is just about like being open to the connection, being open to see where it can take you. I feel a very intuitive presence here as well. So I actually feel you being intuitively drawn to this person. So it's a little bit more than, you know, surface level. I think it's deeper than that, Gemini, whether you're aware of that or want to admit that or not, you know. Because I feel you feeling guided to this person or somewhat attached to this person. So it's like, why the hell not? I mean, willing to take a risk if the situation calls for it, or willing to go on the adventure, okay, with this person. This is exciting. Okay, let me see what's going on in this person's heart space. What's going on in their heart space? How do they feel about Gemini? Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So it's interesting because like this person is set in their ways in a lot of ways, but then on the other side of that coin, they are also kind of tired of, well, the mundane. Like this person, remember their overall energy was new experiences. So I feel this person is like kind of being open to new experiences, but I also feel like life is kind of encouraging that for them. They're very driven personality, very future oriented here. Wise beyond their years as well, despite the age. So I feel like this person has had a lot of life experience already. Okay. But I do feel that Two of Pentacles here, so they are also like carefully weighing things out, carefully considering things, a little bit back and forth, but they ultimately want the sense of play, the sense of romance. The Knight of Cups to me is like the most romantic energy in this deck. So I feel this person could be a hopeless romantic at the end of the day, or they love to be romanced. Okay, that could go both ways, but they're kind of down for whatever, you know. So, ooh, where'd that come from? I was gonna say, let's see the most likely outcome. I want to take note of that. That was the Three of Swords. Most likely outcome. Ace of Cups. The Wheel. The Sun. Ooh. And the Nine of Wands. So, I'm going to read the cards and then I'm going to tell you the card that came out that I put back in. What that means. So, this is beautiful. This is like divine timing, love showing up on time, happiness, positivity. And yet, here's the Nine of Wands again. So, a still very guarded energy, like on the fence, you know. Some of you haven't been like happy or in love, or maybe haven't felt this way in a long time, even if you've been in a long-term connection with this person. And so it's like very exciting, but at the same time, it's like, but what's the catch? You know, or like, when's the other shoe gonna drop? And they really want you to lower your defenses a little bit, Gemini, and just assume positive intent that the universe is not trying to play a trick on you. You know, it's not baiting you to see if you'll make the right or wrong decision. Humans made that concept up. That is all made up. The universe, source, God is unconditional love, is only ever giving you exactly what is best for you, what is good for you, what is good for you. Things are working out for you. Things are working out for you. So you can let go of the skepticism, the paranoia, the insecurity, and just accept that good things are happening to you, Gemini. Like, I think as air signs too, I'm a triple air sign. We overanalyze the shit out of everything and everyone. And in a way that makes us very smart, you know. We're able to calculate personalities with our intellect, but at the same time, it's not so smart because it creates distrustful energy almost, or like this over critical or over fixated energy. So you want to be careful with that, and you want to find balance with that, Gemini. And they're saying, trust this, trust how you feel. If it feels good, it is good, right? Your intuition is not leading you in a trap. You're not being led to a trap. This is not a trap. So let's see. This person, how are they feeling in the most likely outcome? Whoa! Oh, yes. Okay. Now, hold on a second. Ten of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Isn't this interesting? So I was going to come back to the Three of Swords because it actually came out of this deck. And I put it back, and then when I shuffled, it came out of this deck and flew over to your side. So this is for you. Some of you, that skepticism obviously comes from a place of being hurt in the past. Some of you, this could represent like, you know, other people being involved or being cheated on in the past, whether that's by other people or this person, I don't really know. But it's a sense of like, a broken heart that's been mended, right? And even though you've done the healing work, it still hurts or it still worries you. Okay. So the thing is, Gemini, there's never a guarantee in life that you're not going to get hurt. And in fact, as much as you think you would love to live a life where there is no hurt and there is no pain, you really wouldn't value your happiness and when it goes really well, your joy, your love, if you didn't know the opposite of it. So they work in tandem, right? Pain and pleasure, happiness and sadness. The thing to understand is that you will always have universal support available to help you mend anything that life can throw at you. And yes, you can handle it. Yes, you can. And you have your whole life. So it's not about avoiding, getting hurt or pain, because you cannot avoid the unavoidable. You're on the earth plane. It is duality. It's more so about knowing that you're resilient enough that you can handle it and that the universe has your back and things will always work out for you anyways. Now, this person's most likely outcome, they're definitely holding on to things right now. Maybe there's things that they haven't expressed yet. They could also be saving up money, by the way. But I feel like them keeping their cards close to their chest. But there's two cards of communication and or movement forward. So I don't feel like that will last long. I feel like there will be some sort of movement around this or communication here. This person's very much focused on love and family and a sense of belonging, home. That fourth house energy really showing up strong here is what they're investing their time and energy to. They just want to feel loved and belonged. And I feel like this person is willing to invest all of themselves into that. And that's top priority right now as well. So relationships, love, home, family, for some of them also real estate. But it's like that's where their focus is right now. And they're ready for a new experience. So let's see what the guidance card has to say. Card number 45, I can focus on what I do want in a relationship. By focusing upon the wanted characteristics of those around you, you train your vibrational offering to match only the best in them. And then the law of attraction can no longer match you up with the worst in them. When you focus upon the worst of them and train your vibrational offering to match only the worst in them, the law of attraction can no longer match you up with the best of them. So we think people are people and that what we're getting out of our partners, our friends, our family is all that anyone gets out of them. But that's not true. We're all a mixed bag of energy, and what experience you pull out of a person is unique to you and your expectation of them and how you see them and how you focus on them in your mind. So the power is in the mind, Gemini. Wow, beautiful reading. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you may be connecting with. I have Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo, Leo, Aries. Lots of fire, so it could be Sag as well. Pisces. More Scorpio energy. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any videos. Also, I'm bringing my Sunday Fun Day live readings back, so you don't want to miss that. Make sure you subscribe so you get the notification by hitting the subscribe button down here. Also follow me on Facebook, Tarot Time with Dana. I do go live there as well. Also linked in the description box below. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Gemini. And until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.